Praxis 5713 Reading Comprehension Strategies Preparation Quiz. Question 1. A college student is writing a research paper and comes across the following sentence in a scholarly article. The results of the study were inconclusive, however, further research is needed in this area. The student wants to quote this sentence in her paper. Which of the following options correctly punctuates the quoted material and integrates it smoothly into her own sentence? Is it? Option A. According to the researchers, the results of the study were inconclusive, however, further research is needed in this area. B. The researchers state that the results of the study were inconclusive, however, further research is needed in this area. C. According to the researchers, the results of the study were inconclusive, however, further research is needed in this area. Or D. The researchers state that the results of the study were inconclusive, however, further research is needed in this area. The correct answer is C. The correct answer is C. This question tests the ability to correctly punctuate a direct quote, specifically when it contains a conjunctive adverb like however. The original sentence contains a punctuation error, a comma splice. It incorrectly joins two independent clauses, the results were inconclusive, and further research is needed, with only a comma before however. A conjunctive adverb like however requires a semicolon before it and a comma after it when it joins two independent clauses. Option C correctly preserves the meaning while fixing the original error by using a semicolon before however. It also correctly integrates the quote with a signal phrase and a comma before the quote. Option A perpetuates the original comma splice error. Option B also perpetuates the error and incorrectly capitalizes the after the signal phrase that, which does not require a comma. Option D incorrectly places a comma after that, which is not standard punctuation before an indirect quote or that clause. This question assesses a sophisticated understanding of punctuation rules involving conjunctive adverbs and proper quote integration. Question 2. A student is writing a descriptive paragraph about a city street. The student writes, the street was busy. There were many people. There were cars and buses. There were tall buildings. It was noisy. The teacher asks the student to revise the paragraph to create a more vivid and engaging description. Which of the following revised paragraphs best achieves this goal by using specific details and varied sentence structure? Is it? Option A. The street was very busy and crowded with people, cars, buses, and tall buildings. It was also very noisy. B. There were many people on the busy street. There were also many cars and buses. The tall buildings were there too. The noise was loud. C. A river of humanity flowed along the cracked sidewalk, past idling taxis and rumbling buses. Horns blared in a chaotic symphony, a constant backdrop to the jackhammer staccato rhythm echoing from a nearby construction site. Or D. The street was busy because of the people, the cars, the buses, and the buildings. The noise came from all these things. The correct answer is C. The correct answer is C. This question assesses the ability to revise for descriptive power and style. The original paragraph is flat and relies on generic adjectives, busy, noisy, many. Option C is a masterful revision. It replaces generic statements with specific, concrete images, a river of humanity, cracked sidewalk, idling taxis, rumbling buses. It uses figurative language, chaotic symphony, and varied, sophisticated sentence structure to create a vivid and immersive sensory experience for the reader. Options A, B, and D all remain at a generic level, simply rearranging or slightly rephrasing the original bland descriptions. They do not add the specific, sensory details that bring a scene to life. Option C demonstrates true revision that transforms the quality of the writing. Remember, we can take your Praxis 5723 exam for you, remotely and undetected, with pass score guaranteed. Message us via the number in the bio. Question 3. A student is writing an essay and is unsure whether to use who or whom in the following sentence. The candidate, many believed would win the election, conceded defeat. Which of the following provides the correct word and a clear explanation of the grammatical rule that determines the choice? Is it? Option A. The correct word is who. It is the subject of the verb phrase would win. The clause is who would win the election, and who is the subject of that clause. B. The correct word is whom. It is the object of the verb believed. The sentence means many believed him, so whom is needed as the object. C. The correct word is who. It follows a comma and refers to a person, so who is always used in such cases. Or D. The correct word is whom. It is used after prepositions, and here it is part of a prepositional phrase. The correct answer is A. The correct answer is A. This question tests the ability to correctly apply the rules for who versus whom, a notoriously tricky grammar point. The choice depends on the pronoun's function within its own clause. In the sentence, the clause is who would win the election. The verb is would win. The question is, who or what is performing the action of winning? The answer is the candidate. Therefore, the pronoun is the subject of the clause, and the subject form is who. Option A correctly identifies who and provides a clear, accurate explanation based on its grammatical function. Option B is incorrect because it misidentifies whom as the object of believed. Many believed is the main clause, and the entire clause who would win is the object of believed, but within that clause, who is the subject. Option C gives a simplistic and incorrect rule. Option D is incorrect because there is no preposition here. Question 4. A student is revising an essay and wants to improve the following sentence by using more active voice. The ball was thrown by the pitcher. Which of the following revisions successfully changes the sentence to active voice? Is it? Option A. The ball was thrown. B. The pitcher threw the ball. C. The ball was being thrown by the pitcher. Or D. Throwing the ball, the pitcher was. The correct answer is B. The correct answer is B. This question tests the understanding of active and passive voice. In active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action, the pitcher threw. In passive voice, the subject receives the action, the ball was thrown. Option B restructures the sentence so that the doer of the action, the pitcher, becomes the grammatical subject, and the receiver, the ball, becomes the object. This is the correct active voice construction. Options A and C are still in passive voice. The ball is still the subject receiving the action. Option D is a grammatically incorrect and awkward attempt. Question 5. A high school student, David, is writing an argumentative essay on the topic of school uniforms. In one body paragraph, he makes the following claim: requiring students to wear uniforms would save families money. He then provides the following supporting sentence: my mom says she spends a lot of money on my clothes for school. Which of the following statements best evaluates the effectiveness of this evidence and suggests a more effective revision? Is it? Option A. The evidence is effective because it comes from a credible source, David's mother, who has direct experience with the cost of school clothes. The paragraph is fine as is. B. The evidence is not effective because it is an anecdote based on a single family's experience, which is not representative or generalizable. A more effective revision would be to cite a study or data showing the average amount families spend on school clothes versus the cost of uniforms, or to compare prices from different stores. C. The evidence is not effective because it is written in first person, my mom. David should change it to third person. One parent reports spending a lot of money on clothes. Or D. The evidence is effective, but it needs a citation. David should add personal communication after the sentence to properly cite his mother as a source. The correct answer is B. The correct answer is B. This question tests understanding of what constitutes strong evidence in academic argumentative writing. Anecdotal evidence, based on a single, personal experience, is generally considered weak support for a broad claim like requiring uniforms would save families money. David's evidence is not generalizable and does not provide the objective, verifiable data needed to convincingly support his argument. Option B correctly identifies this flaw, anecdotal, not representative, and provides a specific, effective suggestion for revision, using research or statistical data. This moves the argument from a personal opinion to a more credible, evidence-based claim. Option A incorrectly validates weak evidence. Option C misidentifies the core problem. The issue is not the grammatical person, but the lack of generalizability. Even in third person, an anecdote remains an anecdote. Option D also misses the point. Citing a personal conversation does not transform an anecdote into strong, objective evidence for a broad claim. This question assesses a key skill in argumentation, evaluating the quality and relevance of evidence. How many did you score out of 5? Let us know in the comments below. Also, tell us which exam we should cover next. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more.